Hey guys, welcome to a new video on my channel. Today what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you how to solve chess.com puzzles. And I wanted to do this specifically by looking at the different themes a chess.com puzzle can have. So obviously chess.com has a lot of puzzles and they all have a theme. I will show a list right now in the screen with all of the chess.com themes that are present. It usually includes things like mate in 1, mate in 2, mate in 3, a mating net, zugzwang, winning a piece with a tactical sequences, some sort of queen trap. Puzzles are always some sort of theme you have to follow. And in this video I wanted to show you how can I realize what type of theme of the puzzle am I playing right now. So I have this puzzle here in front of me right now. What you need to do is you need to analyze the puzzle and you need to realize, is it a tactical sequence that I need to win a piece? Is it a checkmate? Is it a queen trap? Is it a mate in whatever? Is it a mating net? Here, obviously, if you look at a puzzle like this, the first thing you should notice, and it's very obvious, is that his king is in a lot of trouble. And what you want to do here is you want to deliver a checkmate, obviously. Ideally, you would like to deliver a checkmate. And here, I think it is very important in this puzzle where you move the rook. So obviously, one of the things, so for example, if I go rook g7 and he plays whatever, there's going to be checkmate on the next move, either with this or this rook. However, rook g7, for example, runs into rook d7. And then if I go up, he trades and I'm no longer having any mating net, so I'm not doing very well. So that is very, very bad. I think that is very bad. And rook g6 also doesn't work, and the reason why I think this doesn't work is because rook g6 runs into rook d7 again, and then if I go rook e6 or king e6, actually king e6, he can go rook h7 and he prevents any sort of checkmate. So I think the correct move here is rook g5, and then after going here I think I should go up, but I'm not exactly sure because up it actually also blocks my rook's division. So maybe what I should do here is, okay, maybe I need to take a little bit more time to think about this. Maybe I should start with king e6. Also an idea, king e6, rook d1, rook g5. Yeah, I think maybe king e6 to start with is the move to go. Yeah, it's a difficult one because there are some things he can do to prevent the checkmate. So if I go here, check, here, and I'm not having any checkmate, here, or actually not even there, but then I just block my own rook. So I think maybe king e6 immediately is the move, and it's a bit difficult to say, but you know, maybe it's check. Maybe you can check here first. If he goes down, maybe then I have some sort of checkmate. It is not easy to say. It is not easy to say, but I think king e6 is a good move. Is there anything else? I can also go here, check. Okay, so maybe I need to do it with the other rook. Wait a second. So here, check, up. Maybe I need to go with this rook. Actually, now that I think about it, that's probably it, huh? Exactly, yeah. So instead of going here, you need to go here. And that's still checkmate because my rook is above my king. So, you know, that is going to be a simple checkmate, a ladder mate with the rooks covering all the squares. So he needs to interpose with his rook, and then I can just take a free rook and, you know. So obviously this puzzle had a theme of a mating net, a very, very nice concept in chess. If you get a little bit better, you will realize that a mating net is somehow to restrict your enemy's king. And if your enemy's king has no moves, you can keep him in a mating net, and that forces him to often lead to a sacrifice because he needs to get out of the mating net. And yeah, as you can see here, that is exactly what happened. Let's solve a few more puzzles here. So we are now at 2084 puzzle rating here, very nice. And we need to find the solution to this puzzle. And here I am probably looking at some sort of mate as well. So I don't think this is a queen trap, of course, because his queen is, well, I mean, it's not very nicely placed, but it's also not very bad. So I think this needs to be some sort of mate. And the question is how. So let's start with the most obvious move here. Let's go for rook queen f3. Queen f3, is there anything he can block with? This bishop block is just takes. So here he can't block like this because I take. So here he needs to go either these two squares, I think, because this one and this one is covered by the knight. So here he needs to go, let's for example say he goes here. Then I can check, he takes, and then I can maybe go, yeah, do I have anything else after that? I don't think I have anything else after that actually. So after this and this, what do I do? What do I do? Check here. Sometimes these puzzles are very, very hard and a lot of things to calculate. So here, here, here. So first of all, here, here probably doesn't work because there, and maybe some sort of checkmate. So here, here, maybe even this move. Check here, there, there. Yeah, I think that must lead to checkmate. There, 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 there. Probably like this or something, and then he has to go up, and then I don't know. Should probably lead to a checkmate relatively soon. So I don't think he can go here. I don't think he can go here. I haven't calculated fully, but I don't think he can go here. It must be too risky. So I don't think Queen h6 is a move. So I think this here is the line to calculate. Here. What about this move first? Then I'm threatening to go here, and he can't go down. And then if he goes up, I'm threatening to go. What am I threatening? So here, here, here. He has time to play a move like this or something. I check, he goes up. Maybe that is not good enough, huh? Maybe that is not good enough. So here, here, check, here, here, here. Yeah, difficult one. A very, very difficult one. Usually you would like to look at the most forcing move. So here, here, and then check is the most forcing. But he can take, and I'm not sure what's going on after that. There's a lot of things to calculate, but it's looking not very good for me. But maybe I have this check. Wait. So here, 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 check. But he can maybe just block, huh, with the knight. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, so here, here, I might just play. I can also check and take this, and then if he takes with the rook, I can come in, and then if he goes here, I can go here. That looks actually pretty good. So wait, so check here, no, check here, takes, rook takes, queen in. If he goes here, it's mate. This is just mate. I cover all of the squares. The knight is covering, and this is covering. So here, 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 here. If he goes here, this is mate. Okay, so I actually found it. So it's this, and then if he blocks, I can take with check, and then he has to move, because if he doesn't move, like we mentioned, if he takes with the rook, it's mate. So there you go. Here I can check. Here, probably some sort of mate somehow. Need to do a little bit of extra calculation here to find the correct continuation. So check. Forced to go here. And what do we do then? What do we do then? Check here. What do we do then? It's not actually easy to find the remainder of this game. Check here, so check here, check. He's forced to take. Check here, and checkmate. Okay, I think I found it. I think it's this, 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 and then checkmate here. So yeah, a lot of things to calculate. Obviously, once again, if you look at the theme of this puzzle, if you look at what is going on in this puzzle, it is very clear that his king is in danger. You need to find some way to checkmate. It's a difficult one because it's a checkmate in 6 or something. I don't know. So 1, 2. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think it's checkmate in 6, but okay. At least it's very, very difficult to find. It took us 4 minutes and 58 seconds, so definitely not easy. But yeah, I mean, yeah, once again, very difficult to see that you have to give up almost all of your pieces in order for you to checkmate. And once again, if he would have taken here with the rook, it is a simple checkmate here. If he goes up, this. If he goes down, this. So yeah, a very difficult one to calculate, but obviously good. Okay. Okay, so once again, this is a puzzle in which a lot of things are happening. First of all, this looks like a free rook, but if you like to lose your queen in one move, I would not suggest taking it. So take, and he can take here, and then if I move, he can take this rook as well, and you are completely losing. So let's not take this. However, there are some other things that I'm looking at which might work. And the first of the moves is rook x b6, rook x b6, a x b6, queen x b6. Then he can go back with his rook though. And if he goes back with his rook, I think there's not a whole lot of things for me anymore. So maybe that is not the best move. I can also try to go rook b3, which is also a very nice and trappy move, because the rook b3, if he takes with the bishop, I can just take here. And if he takes here, I take like this. So if he takes with the bishop, I win a rook. I also lose a rook, by the way, but okay, if I lose a rook and I win a rook, might be okay for me. And also I'm pinning him, so maybe that is a good move. So here, and if he takes with the queen, I win a queen. So I think rook b3 is actually a very good move here. The only thing you need to know for certain, if you look at the position like this, if you want to calculate a move like rook b3, is you need to be certain that he doesn't have any crazy checks or something. So rook b3, he might have this queen move. Which is interesting, because then I take, and he takes with his queen. So maybe here and here is actually a good way to save this, huh? Is that actually a good way to save this? Rook b3, queen c5, takes, I lose a queen, takes, he takes with the rook. Yeah, might actually be a way to save it. So rook b3 might not be the move. The reason why this is not the move maybe is because he can play queen c5. And after queen c5 I have to exchange queens, and you know, I might not be doing very well. So one of the other things, if you get into a puzzle like this, because this puzzle is obviously you need to win a piece. You need to win the rook probably. There's some sequence in which you win the rook instead of win the, maybe you can also win the queen, but I'm not exactly sure. But in puzzles like this, it's also very important to count the material. So we have, let's see, 5 pawns. He has 6 pawns, and we have 2 rooks. He has 2 rooks. We have a bishop, and he has a bishop and a queen. So it's actually up a pawn. So we are actually down a pawn. So if I go here, 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 I might actually not be very happy. I can maybe go here, but then he pushes, and I don't think that's good for me. So yeah, rook b3 might not be the move. Rook b3 looks nice because he can take with the bishop and he can take with the queen, but I don't think it is very good. So what is another tricky move we have here? If I take, I lose. Once again, check, takes rook back. That's probably just good for him, right? I mean, I don't really see any continuation there. So yeah, I don't think that is the right thing to do here. Can I find the best move here? It's not easy. I still like rook b3 a lot, but I don't think it works. I don't think it works. Can I somehow move my queen, threaten something, and at the same time defend it? That's probably what I'm looking at right now. If I can somehow, is there some square I can bring my queen to, which somehow defends it and at the same time threatens something, that should probably be pretty good. Although I don't think I have anything there, but okay, yeah. Maybe let's look at rook b3 once more. Rook b3, he goes queen c5. What is my follow-up there? d4 takes with the pawn. No, I don't think so. Here I don't really like that still. Takes. Yeah, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. Another pretty difficult puzzle, not gonna lie. A difficult puzzle. I'm not actually sure what the solution is here. What would be the best move here? King f2? Maybe king f2? King f2, he just moves his rook. Is there anything? Don't think so, right? I mean, the only move that I look at, which looks looks a little bit good, is rook b3. But I don't know what happens after queen c5. Rook b3, queen c5 is an annoying counter move. Because if I take, he can take with his rook, and then if he takes with his rook, I don't think there's anything anymore. So, yeah. Not an easy puzzle. I don't immediately see this one, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't immediately see this one. Maybe I can just try something and see if it's correct. Probably gonna lose this one, but let's see. Okay, it is actually rook b3. Wow. Yeah, okay, so I'm very curious to see. So I'm actually gonna analyze this game real quick, and I'm very curious to see if why this was the best move. So rook b3, why can't he go here immediately? What is wrong here? dxc4. Ah, wow. Okay, yeah, this is the move that I missed. So dxc4 works now because now I protect my queen with the rook. So if he trades queens, I can simply take back. Yeah, chess can be a very interesting game. It's difficult sometimes, very difficult sometimes. I missed the fact that my rook is now protecting my queen through the pawn. So if he goes here, I can just take, and yeah, now I'd be very happy. So rook b3 was the correct move. Hopefully you guys realized how strong it was as well. And yeah, I mean, guys, honestly, hopefully you liked this video. And once again, look, before you solve a puzzle on chess.com, try to figure out what type of team it is. Try to figure out, do I need to checkmate? Do I need to form a mating net? Do I need to win a piece? Do I need to trap the queen? Some of these are very important. Sometimes there are end games in which you need to do something very specific. You need to create a passed pawn. You need to take opposition. All of these things are possible. And the better you get at chess, the more you will realize these teams. The quicker you will realize these teams. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if it was helpful for you in terms of getting your puzzle rating up. And as always, see you guys in the next one. Bye.